All right, everybody, episode 14 of the Let's Play. We just got past the Death Knight, and we are about to continue on with our journey. We weren't able to get that Dark Seal, unfortunately, but I assume we can get it at a later date. Oh well, it happens. There's always that one item they put in early on.
Have committed a breach of faith. The Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Oh, damn! I'm assuming these are the yikes, the people who were invading.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel, unlawful entry, the attempted assassination of the Archbishop, an attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It is unnecessary to go on, followers of the Western Church.
Man, Shamir's so pretty.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church.
You have already been identified. Please spare us your second-rate theater.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the Church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will willingly offer your life as atonement.
So what's the Western Church? We kind of need to know a little bit more about that. If there's Central, Western, is there like Eastern, Northern, Southern too?
This isn't what we were told would happen. We've been deceived.
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands.
Man, Shamir ain't messing around.
May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
Wait, please. The goddess would never forgive you for our execution.
It's too late, bro. You're fodder.
Monster. We know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation. Please remove these poor lost souls from my sight.
And Edelgard just looking.
The assassination attempt, the attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It was all the Western Church's doing. That masked knight who led the attack somehow managed to disappear without a trace.
The Church of Seiros clearly isn't as unified as it would hope to appear.
I guess the Western Church is part of the major Church of Seiros?
It seems the bishop of the Western Church was always opposed to the church being ruled centrally from
I see. Okay, that makes
Perhaps
sense.
they hope to remove the Archbishop in order to completely strip the Central Church of its authority.
Okay. Let's ask about the Western Church. I'm curious about them.
That's right. Geralt mentioned that you were raised without any exposure to the Church. In order to function more efficiently, the Church of Seiros is split into several smaller entities.
This is what I want to know. All the little
The
bits and
Central
pieces.
Church is the largest, and leads the organization from JAEAIK.
The Western Church extends from Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lenato rebelled, into the far west. They can be found just beyond the most renowned stronghold of the kingdom, the fortress city of Aryan Road.
Okay.
It seems the knights have been tasked with subduing the leaders of the Western Church. We may be given the opportunity to help them with their mission.
All right, interesting. So we're just going to go and tie up the Western Church.
Our own professor was born in Fodlan, and yet knew nothing of the Church. I never imagined explaining something so basic to an instructor of mine. You're something of a special case.
You got beef, Hubert? You got a problem, bro? We were friends. We were getting off to a good start here, you and I.
How strange that the Archbishop would ask someone like that to lead her students. There's clearly more to that decision than we know.
Lady Rhea is pretty scary sometimes. But to execute that whole group, just like that? It seems harsh, even for her.
Well, we don't know what the circumstances are.
Bad? I wonder what she would do to us.
Professor, do you agree with the Archbishop's actions?
There you are, Professor. It seems Lady Rhea would like a word with you.
Oh yeah, that's about the
Me.
sword, isn't it? She wants to ask about the sword.
The Archbishop lives.
Oh, okay. We've got a new face here. This guy looks interesting.
Not that I had ever placed much faith in those swine from the Western Church.
Okay, looks like these guys aren't from the Western Church then.
I have news, both good and bad. The remains of Seiros were not in a tomb.
All right.
However, something else was. The Sword of the Creator.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
Thief? Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new professor.
All right, Mr. Emperor.
I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the crest stone had already been removed from the sword.
The crest stone.
As expected. It would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
There's more. The professor was able to awaken the sword's true power. Even without the crest stone, the sword glowed red. The professor's crest is compatible. There is no mistaking it.
Absurd. Using a relic without its crest stone should be impossible.
So either the Flame Emperor heard about this from the Death Knight, I suppose, who witnessed it.
The King of Liberation's bloodline should not even...
They must be allowed to keep it, for now. I do not have enough information about the professor to act. As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command.
Okay, so he is in cahoots with the Death Knight.
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
I cannot thank you enough for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum, and especially for protecting the sword of the Creator. That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most precious artifact in the Church's possession.
I thought they just called him a thief, and she's calling him a hero, so who are we with? Are we with... Okay.
It is also a weapon of terrifying.
Oh, here we go. All right.
For now, I will entrust the sword to you.
Oh, just giving the professor the sword. No big deal, you know, terrible power.
Wait. Do you truly mean to give the sword of the Creator to this stranger?
Seteth, I agree with you 100%.
Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily, even to someone who has the ability to wield it. If someone like Nemesis were to appear again, all of Vodland would be consumed by war.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Seiros over 1,000 years ago. When Fodlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the sword of the Creator. Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Fodlan. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation. However, his power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Seiros was forced to destroy him.
Yeah, drop kick.
Lady Rhea, I beg you to reconsider. Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No. I have faith, Seteth. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness. Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the sword of the Creator. Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
All right. So we're part of Nemesis's bloodline, I guess. That's interesting.
I understand. As you wish, Lady Rhea. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon you.
The sword of the Creator? The King of Liberation?
Oh, it's Sothis again.
Each tale is more confusing than the last. And I really can't read that Rhea at all. That sword is clearly precious. So why is she so keen to gift the thing to
yeah, I don't know myself, to be honest. I have the same questions, but I'm not complaining here.
I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And there is one more thing that has been plaguing me. The sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we have seen. Such as the one that... Oh,
Catherine.
goodness, what was her name? Yes, her! The sword of the Creator is different from her Thunderbrand in one key way. It bears a hole.
Right, the crest that they just said was removed.
I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. Whatever comes to pass, please swear to cut a path that is your own.
Interesting. All right, so we're not going to go to either side eventually. We're just going to go down our own road, I suppose. All right, let's save.
Part 1. White Cloud.
Oh, we're still in part 1.
Verdant
Okay.
Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds. The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
That's pretty cool. So yeah, I guess we're heading into chapter 5 now, I think. Yeah, I think we just finished 4. So chapter 5. New place to explore in the monastery. All right, we got 4 weeks of doing stuff now. 4,000 from the Church of Seiros is funding for this month's activities.
I have a new mission for you, Professor.
All right.
I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They
Okay.
stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin.
Oh.
Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier.
Interesting.
I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
Harsh. Just because he doesn't have a crest, they disowned him?
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
That's pretty harsh.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seiros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church.
Yikes.
So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder.
Who are they giving us?
You should know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you.
Okay, Hanneman's going to tell us about our crest now, I think.
Professor, I heard about our mission for this month. A thief with a hero's relic is worrisome, but with you at our side, I'm certain we can handle him.
Thank you, Edelgard. I appreciate your faith.
After all, you have the Sword of the Creator. It was allegedly wielded by Nemesis, the King of Liberation. If the legends are true, you hold the power to stand against entire armies. A band of thieves should be nothing. Even the most elite Imperial forces or the Knights of Seiros could not hope to defeat you.
It's interesting how we basically have not seen anything about Dimitri or Claude yet, despite being in the same area as them. I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm just marveling at the potential. Besides, your power does not lie solely in the Sword of the Creator. You are stronger and more terrifying than you realize.
Scary.
Professor, when we leave the monastery, will you still think of yourself as my teacher?
I don't know. You're going to be older by then, and remember that Smash reference I said in episode 1? By then, I think we can smash Edelgard.
Never mind. I'm being thoughtless with my words. For now, let's just focus on the problem at hand.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered.
Oh yeah? Do tell.
I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature.
All right, what is it?
Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole.
Ah, interesting.
In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation.
So basically they thought Nemesis was gone and his bloodline was gone, so he just disregarded anyone being able to have a crest from Nemesis. Dude, you should at least have that on file.
The crest of flames.
Oh boy.
That is what you possess. Your ability to wield the sword of the Creator is
Whoa. Hold up. You're telling me I named my character Arvis and we have the crest of flames? Bruh! This is like the biggest brain thing ever. I love how this fits. That's just like lore relevant extreme.
A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
He's part of the Fala bloodline. This is great. Sure, let's visit Edelgard.
Save.
A ghost, perhaps? No, that is
So this, shut up. This is like the worst time.
What is that look upon your face? I am no ghost, if that is what was on your mind.
Yeah, you are.
No. Who's there? Professor, what are you doing here? Oh? Perhaps I was talking in my sleep.
Yeah, you were having a nightmare.
So you heard me then. Yes, it was a nightmare. I've had them since I was a child. Stupid, pointless dreams I can't control. It's terribly frustrating. No, they're just worthless dreams of the past. Talking about it won't change a thing. I had a feeling you'd say that. I suppose
Yes, trust me. Let me know what you're dreaming about.
Only if you swear not to tell a soul.
Okay, I'm down.
I appreciate it. I dream of my older brother, paralyzed, helpless. My older sister crying for help that never came. The youngest babbling words beyond meaning.
Okay. So she's got siblings, an older brother and an older sister.
I see my family dying slowly, waiting in the darkest depths for a glimmer of light. I once had 10 siblings.
10 siblings?
And 2 younger. Such a large family, and yet I became the heir to the throne. Do you know why?
Oh, don't say they all died. No, don't.
Every last one of them was crippled by disease, or lost their mind, or died.
Oh my god.
I was the only one left who could inherit the throne.
That's so sad.
Things kept getting worse. The darkness kept getting darker. In the end, I was the only one who survived.
I literally just got goosebumps from that.
The
That's
night was
crazy.
a reminder to never forget, to never allow such terrible things to happen again.
Oh, I feel so bad for her now.
Even now, I'm the only one who can carry the weight of the Adrestian Empire.
Are her parents alive?
The future of the Empire, of everything, depends on me.
Wow, Edelgard. That's really
I
sad.
shared more than I intended to. I suppose there's something in the air tonight. I've never told anyone about my past before. Please, forget I said anything. Sleep well, my teacher.
Yikes, imagine losing every single one of your siblings slowly in front of your eyes. That's terrible. Ha, Manuela's birthday. Let's send her some flowers. Oh, we skip. Oh, I wanted to play an extra week this week. Oh well. I guess we only get 3 per month. All right, let's it seems like there's events going on. Let's explore this week. Yeah. Or do we explore... Yeah, let's explore this week. Sure, yeah, let's do that.
A stone? Yet as I think of it, but is that me?
All right, I think we need to look after some supports here because it's been a long time since we have. So let's do some supports.
Professor, I am not understanding where the meaning is here. When and how is this expression used? I fell for it. No, that is what you say when you meet the mate of your soul.
Mate of your soul.
The expression is, I fell for it. Thank you, Professor. Can I ask you about another word? The one that is written here. Is something on my face?
Yeah, that tattoo.
I am without much time to study. I must use my time with wisdom. Is that really what you are thinking? Or maybe you have curiosity?
I do
about
have
the mark
curiosity
on your
about the mark on your face. Tell me about it.
face? You are already knowing that I am from Bridget. This is a mark from Bridget. It is a prayer to the forest spirits. A prayer to be protected. Hunters ask the forest spirits to have safe and bountiful hunting. There are many spirits in Bridget.
So you get a tattoo to
I have
protect
more
you
marks
for...
on my arms
Oh.
and back. They
Oh.
are prayers for my family's health.
Okay then.
And are you wanting to see them?
Sure.
That gives me happiness. If there is ever the chance, you will see them. I have much
Okay.
gratitude for you, Professor. You always listen with patience.
Yeah, sure.
I can read and understand the language of Fodlan, but to speak it gives me difficulty. I hope I will keep having your support, and I will give you my support too, with my whole heart. I have things that I cannot fail to accomplish.
Let's do our best.
Yes, we will keep walking forward.
Just more supports. Hubert. Oh man, Hubert's got a ton of supports. All right, let's go through Hubert's supports.
Sometimes I wonder if your life could have taken you down a different path.
Oh.
If you had never met me and entered my service, you might have had a more peaceful...
A more tedious path. Inconsequential and spoiled rotten, like so many other nobles.
Damn!
Never. My duty to you is no mere obligation. I chose this. I had thought that would be obvious to you.
I understand you well. Better than anyone. But when I see you at the monastery, studying with the others, it makes me wonder what kind of life you might have had without me. That's all.
Interesting.
Such a
Interesting.
life may have had its appeal. I thought I'd left my years of carefree innocence behind me. But I cannot deny that I find myself enjoying my time at the monastery.
I feel the same way.
That enjoyment, however, is only
Oh.
thanks to you.
Oh, he's only enjoying the monastery because of Edelgard.
Standing by your side is all that truly matters to me.
I see. Then I won't speak of such things again. If it's really what you want, I'll gladly keep you by my side. The path I must walk is soaked in blood. It's a path that can lead to madness, can snatch away one's future, and can even take one's life.
This is dark stuff, even in the sea
And the
supports.
pool of blood at my feet is growing larger. Those stains can never be washed clean.
We're literally in school. How is the pool of blood growing larger?
A leader must be seen as pure, above the fray. Allow me to paint the path that lies before you red with the blood of your enemies. I will do it gladly.
That's a very, very strong statement. Paint the path with that alliteration right there. Paint the path that lies before you red with the blood of your enemies. I really like that sentence. That's very nice. It's good writing there. All right, Hubert, let's continue with Ferdinand.
With this idea, I may be able to get the one up on Edelgard.
All right, Mr. Competitive, all right.
This again.
Hubert, I wish you would not sneak up on me like that.
Maybe you would be more perceptive if your mind were less burdened by sedition.
Sedition?
Sedition,
Sir,
nice
This is an
word.
important project.
Yes, I heard. A new way to prove how superior you are to Lady Edelgard. She is not your rival, Ferdinand. She is above you. A noble like you ought to know his place.
Anything is better than being a noble.
Man, Hubert really like enforcing Edelgard's rule, doing the dirty work.
Every time you open your mouth, it's Lady Edelgard this or Lady Edelgard that. Do you ever think for yourself? You follow her around like a pet. You spend all of your time fretting over her, and yet you never truly express an opinion of your own.
Exposed, it's
Before
true.
You reprimand me, take a moment to consider your own failings.
Oh.
Your nonsense is tiresome. So I hope this will be the last time I have to remind you. Lady Edelgard is the Imperial Princess. You are merely the Prime Minister's son.
Yes, I understand that. But my duty is to guide her, to give frank advice when she is on the wrong course of action. That is what I strive to do, always. Thus my devotion to surpass Edelgard, so that if she needs guidance, I will be prepared to give it. If you think it is tiresome to have a mind of your own, you will never be much of an advisor.
Does the river of filth pouring out of your mouth ever stop flowing?
Okay.
Your obsession
Harsh.
with all things superficial is disgusting. It's no use. You're hopeless. I'll take my leave.
I have nothing more to say to you. Get out of here.
Damn. Harsh words. These guys clashing heads. I'm interested to see how much further their support goes.
Well, this is fascinating. Following this equation...
Linhardt. Here again, I see.
Go away, Hubert. Now is not a good time.
Linhardt actually awake and interested in something? That's rare.
Ah, yes. The double line becomes a helix, and its arc... No.
Now is exactly the time. Lady Edelgard requests your presence. Come. The lecture is about to start.
Politely inform her that my research is vastly more important than whatever it is she has to say.
While your passion may be admirable, it is sadly misdirected. This matter takes priority. Return to your hobby when your duty is done.
All right, Mr. Duty.
Hobby? This research will most certainly prove useful in the future.
The Empire requires you to be useful now. I should think you would want the same. You have an almost unparalleled intellect, a singular focus, and unfettered imagination.
That's kind of what I was saying about him earlier in his support with Ferdinand, or I forget who he was talking to, where he was really showing how well...
In truth, you have talents that many, including myself, will never have.
See, exactly. Like, Hubert recognizes that talent. He knows Linhardt's actually much more than he thinks he is.
That alone deserves to be studied.
Let me finish. I haven't an ounce of respect for the cause you have chosen.
Oh, okay. Too good to be true. Too good to be true.
Which changes frequently, I might add, with no rhyme, reason, or results. Learn to apply yourself to something constructive. You may still have a bright future.
That sounds suspiciously as if you're not going to leave me alone. I just want to live a life doing things that interest me.
Linhardt, the guy who has so much potential, yet does not want to use that potential and do whatever he wants.
Even for a nobleman. Her Highness will soon ascend the throne. She's attempting to deal with such noble privilege head-on.
You have a point, and I understand where you're coming from. But I can't do it. I can't bring myself to work for someone else.
Nice.
Pathetic. Keep to your books, then.
Hubert.
Goodbye, Lynn.
You gotta try harder, Hubert. You gotta try harder here. This guy definitely has potential, but you're gonna need to work harder. All right, here's Hubert's last support. It's the second part of the C support with Bernadetta.
Hubert?
Yes?
I wanted to thank you.
Thank him?
The other day, you know, when I fainted. Thank you for carrying me back to my room.
That was nothing. It saved me effort in the long run. Leaving you there would have just caused even more.
I mean, he scared the crap out of her. Of course he's got to make up for it.
Guess that's true. Well, thanks. There, I said it, and now I'm going.
Is this why you've been circling me like a vulture for the last several hours?
Vulture's a bit... well, yes.
Yet you would have fled if I'd approached. It seems you will avoid me at almost any cost.
Well, that's...
You don't need to say it. I know. I'm frightening. I'm told so often.
Please don't laugh like that.
Apologies.
She's creeped out by his laugh. I love Hubert.
Laugh in your presence from now on.
I wonder if he does this on purpose or if he's actually like this.
You think so?
No, he's gonna end up making her faint again.
Hardly. I'm sorry to have frightened you.
No, you're not. It's a trick. You're lulling me into a false sense of security. I can't stand it.
And she ran off again.
She's a
Okay, he's definitely screwing with her. That's funny. I like that. That's hilarious. C+. Oh, Linhardt's got 3 supports too. It's a lot of supports this episode.
Hello there, Edelgard. Are you looking for something?
You could say that. I'm looking for someone named Linhardt who's been skipping lectures.
I see. Well, congratulations, you found him. Did you want him for something in particular?
What else could bring me here other than your complete negligence?
Well, perhaps you're interested in hearing my latest theories on the nature of crests. I suspect the formation of crests may be quite different than that recorded in church tradition.
Before you go on, is there any discernible benefit to me allowing this babble to continue?
Well, of course.
And that would be?
I suspect you'll find the topic rather entertaining.
That's it.
What more do you need? Crest research is its own reward.
You know, if you ever truly applied yourself, you could become a distinguished scholar.
Yep, everyone's telling him the same thing. He has so much potential, but he's just not using it.
Or uncover new discoveries in magic theory.
Why would I busy myself with such tedious work? I perform this research for my own knowledge. I'm not interested in the world at large.
There's nothing wrong with a selfish drive for knowledge, but only if you put it to good use.
I'm sure there must be some use.
Oh? Then please, tell me what potential uses you have in mind.
Well, there are people out there who spend good money on bizarre artistic creations, so I'm sure my not-at-all useful research could be used as a fine lullaby for the children of the world.
Oh, this guy, he's being sarcastic now.
Lullaby? I have things to do. Just know that this was my last warning.
All right, I want to see more.
Sure,
I want to see more of this. What's she gonna do to him later? All right, let's see with his Caspar support can't be
You're
good.
looking pretty tired, Linhardt. I think you could use a little more of the fighting spirit.
I believe you have enough fighting spirit for the both of us.
Yep.
Enough? There's no such thing. You need as much as you can get if you're gonna train.
I'd rather pace myself. You're becoming too much like your father. I still recall with startling clarity the time he forced me to do some training.
Oh no, God forbid he forces you to do some training.
I remember your father wasn't too happy about that. Our fathers actually got into a fight over it.
They hate one another so much. I simply cannot fathom what's wrong with the two of them.
I wish they'd just have it out already. One big fight to settle things.
That would be rather cruel. I don't think anyone in Fodlan could beat up your father.
Oh man, his dad must be jacked.
My father does have the height advantage, though.
Oh, low blow. Low blow. Using the height
When
advantage.
two opponents are of similar strength, the one with the height advantage wins. It's pure math.
Whoever forces the other to submit wins. That's how fighting works. It has nothing to do with height.
Brute strength alone doesn't decide a fight. And taller people have longer limbs,
Ah,
too.
yeah.
Longer limbs equates to a longer reach. Taller people can hit you from farther away. Oh, and they have more leg strength. But there's also that... Well, I'm bored explaining this.
He can't even finish his explanation. This is someone who's supposed to be good at talking.
No, I don't get it. Now you're talking about limb length and reach? None of that matters when you're up close and brawling.
You know, I'm going to agree with you just so I don't have to keep talking.
If you've got something else to say...
Okay, that's hilarious.
Actually, no, forget this. I'll prove it to you myself. Some of those new knights look pretty tall. I'll fight.
He's gonna go beat up knights just to prove it.
Off he goes.
Okay, that was pretty funny. And not really a deep
They're
support.
all so strong, I couldn't land a single blow.
So it's as I said then, isn't it? The tallest fighter has the advantage. And my father could beat yours.
Yeah, this one wasn't very deep. It's kind of just banter. Usually supports, I like them to be a little bit deeper. His support with Bernadetta can't be good. This is gonna be a train wreck.
Bernadetta?
Who are you? Where did you come from?
It's just me, Linhardt. What are you doing?
Painting! Just painting. Not important. Am I in your way? On your way. I'll just go. I'm going.
No need for all that. I just came out here to read. I'll stay quiet and still so as not to bother you. How's that? If you want to go, that's fine too.
No. I'll...
Yeah, they're just being awkward and uncomfortable.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for coming here. I'm sorry for bothering you. You're mad, aren't you? You look really mad. I'll just pack up. I'll be gone before you know it.
Mad? At you? Never. I rather admire you, in fact. I fantasize about shutting myself in my room and never going outside again.
Interesting. So they share well, he says it from a lazy point of view.
Bernadetta is a problem.
She's more of like a social
You admire me?
introvert in general.
No way. I know a trick when I see one. What are you plotting? So you want to copy me, is that it? And what's a copy do with the original? Replay! I've got you figured out. I won't just...
What?
Yeah, I don't like Bernadetta's supports. There's like nothing in them. They're just loopy. Even Linhart can't fix this support. We have to sit through 2 more of them. All right, let's get him out of the way.
Bernadetta, I have something to discuss with you.
What? I didn't do anything.
No need to be defensive. I am not angry.
Oh, you definitely are. I can tell. Just get it over with.
Also, I'm sorry if you guys don't want to see the supports. I think this is what it's going to be until the end of the episode.
You
So
did not do anything wrong.
if you want to listen to them or watch them, then go ahead. But if not,
Look,
then...
just breathe, will you?
Okay, these are literally... I'm going to try and analyze some of these. These are literally 2 polar opposites who are trying to talk to one another. One guy who's like ambitious and straightforward, and the other one who just can't.
I see that you are struggling. Please calm down.
Easy for you to say.
I just wanted to discuss how you are always high. It seems like something must be troubling you. If something is the matter, maybe I can help.
No, no thanks. I'm fine. See, I'm breathing out. You fixed me.
Just stop. My goodness.
You by? Have you no desire to venture beyond this reclusive? There is a whole world waiting for you out there. The social life of a noble is actual.
Just stop it. I'm not interested.
Bernadetta, this is unhealthy behavior.
I agree, Ferdinand. I completely agree.
I beg you to take my hand. Otherwise, I will have to pick you up and carry you, and neither of us will...
What if I actually like being alone? Is that so hard to imagine? It's none of your business. Get... Oh. Oh, no.
Ouch. I sprained my wrist.
Oh, no, 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 no. Now you've done it, Bernie. Now you're his eternal...
Did she like push him or something?
I do not wish to hurt you. Actually,
No, I'm done for.
Maybe I should just come back later.
Oh man, let's see how uncomfortable Dorothea can make her feel. That'll be something to behold.
It's peaceful here. Just looking at these, it's like if only people could be...
What's Bern doing? She looks like there's something wrong.
All these nobles are just terrifying. And the commoners? Just look at Dorothea. So pretty, popular, dazzling.
Yeah, that's because she's running around seducing all the guys.
There's no way someone like me could ever be close with someone like that.
Bern, are you okay?
Dorothea! Did you hear all that?
Just the part about you wishing you could get along with someone. So, Bern, who have you got a crush on? Seriously now, you have to tell me. Who are they? Do I know them? I'm so excited for you, Bern.
No. I was actually thinking about being friends with you.
Me? I thought we already were friends.
That's not what I mean. Oh, I'm such a coward. I thought it would be, but old memories just getting away from me.
Bern, whatever happened in the past, you know you have my full support. I thought we'd already been friends.
This one's actually a nice support. They're talking about friendship.
We'll never be close friends. Father would just... He would just...
No.
Wait.
All right. Oh, I guess we see Dorothea being nice for once. I thought she was gonna mess with her. I'm a little bit disappointed. Oh my god, there's so many supports! Okay, most of them are just with Petra. And then there's Dorothea Edelgard. Alright, so we'll do the 3 Petra ones, and then Dorothea Edelgard, and then we'll call it an episode. So if you don't want to see that, then I guess stop it here.
Petra, you seem to be flourishing in your new environment. Is all going well for you?
Lady Edelgard, everything is well with me. Thank you for your question. Everyone shows great kindness, even while I am still learning about the language.
Okay, so this one is interesting. It's between 2 royals.
I'm glad to hear it. After all, a Brigid royal like yourself is of vital importance to the future of the Empire. If you ever need anything, please let me know. It's my job to watch out for you after all.
If that is your want, I will rely on you if I have the need. However, I will not have that need. I can resolve any problems that occur by myself.
I don't doubt it. Perhaps I'm worrying too much. I just don't know what I would say to your family if something were to happen to you.
Edelgard's face is pretty... It feels like Edelgard's face reactions are much more fleshed out than the other people.
You cannot shoot 2 birds with 1 arrow. Brigid and I are that second bird. Your first target is your ambition. Can you disagree?
There is certainly truth in your words. I do have ambitions that transcend all else for me. When I ascend the throne, there are certain things I must do. Tell me, Petra, who do you think I am?
Huh?
I will tell you. I am Edelgard von Hresvelg, and yes, I'm attempting to do what no one else can.
This is nice. This is more focused on Edelgard in general.
I'm prepared to shoot 2 birds, or even 3, with a single arrow.
It's building up her
That is
ambitions.
the list of the impossible things I will accomplish. If you don't need my patronage, then prove it. Show me your power.
Nice.
Never settle for being the bird. Be the arrow.
Oh, I love that. That is clever. Never settle for being the bird, be the arrow instead. Hell yes.
I will take your words to my heart, and you will be seeing my power.
Good support. Fantastic support. I like that. I'm going to tweet that out later. Fantastic. Excellent support. I like this.
Ferdinand? Our professor is wanting to see you. He has much concentration.
Diplomacy has an effect upon weapons development. Oh, Petra! How long have you been there?
A short time. You were devoting all of your attention to that book.
Forgive me, I was fully absorbed in my reading. I see you have been reading as well. Anything?
I am studying the history of Fodlan.
A history book? What a keen student you are. And it's about House Hresvelg. Certainly a stimulating topic.
I am wishing to learn all about Fodlan. What is the book you are reading?
Oh, this? This relates to a little hobby of mine.
Alright, so this one is talking a little bit about their interests. Petra is probably trying to learn about the house that they're devoted to, and then this guy, I don't know what this guy's up to. He seems kind of...
according to terrain and climate. And they have to keep up with technologies in other
I don't know what
regions.
he's after. Ferdinand's after something, though.
Yes, it is interesting. I see why you would be enjoying that kind of reading.
Oh, does that excite your curiosity too? Perhaps you would care to read more about it then. This is just one of 18 volumes, and our library has the entire collection.
I give you my gratitude. Research of weapons could be a good reference for me. Oh, please take my apologies. I was meaning to tell you that—
Oh, it is not like you to forget something. I suppose
Well, that was an okay support. Not the best. Edelgard
Yes,
Petra was an
it is a
excellent
rarity
support.
that I forget something. But it is not impossible.
Alright, Caspar C support now.
All right, time for some more.
Oh, they're probably just gonna fight now.
Caspar, do
Training.
you want to train?
Sure.
You have had new training recently.
And great
Great
improvements.
improvements. I want great improvement too. Will you give me help?
Well, hey, look at that. You pay more attention than I gave you credit for. I have been trying new training methods. They're definitely paying off. My movements are much sharper lately, more precise.
I am knowing that. I want that too. You teach.
Petra, you're way stronger than Caspar is.
All right. I mean, I guess we can give it a shot.
Yeah, go for it. Let's see.
Petra?
Yes, Caspar?
No, never mind. Sorry. I was just thinking about something else.
Oh, someone's getting a little crush
I heard
here.
a question in your voice. Say it.
No, it's really nothing. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I will not be worrying.
Ah, fine. We can talk about it if you insist.
What am I knowing?
About my father.
Oh.
Your father? He is of the military in the Empire. I hear he has great skill.
No, not that. Well, it's kind of about that. I'm talking about when Dagda and Bridget invaded the Empire.
All right, so they're talking about the past. I guess his dad did something.
My father led the Empire's army that fended off the invaders. Your father was in that battle. Did you really know?
Oh, no. Did his dad kill her dad?
My father.
Oh, no. Oh, that's so bad.
How long have you had this
That's pretty
I just
sad.
found out recently. I had no idea before then. But it's all I've been able to think about since.
So, now you have the truth.
Oh, whoops. And she just walked off. That was pretty sad. All right, Petra, Dorothea, and then we do... Dorothea Edelgard is going to be interesting. I think that one's going to be cool.
Petra, how are you doing? Getting used to life here?
I am settled. Everyone shows great kindness.
I'm glad to hear it. I was so surprised when you first arrived. A princess all the way from Bridget.
You have my gratitude. But please do not call me princess. You are making my cheeks blush.
There's nothing to blush about. You're every little girl's dream of what a princess should be. Anyhow, I suppose it's been a long time since you've been back to Bridget, hasn't it? I hope you aren't homesick. Maybe we can cook one of your favorite dishes.
Dorothea has such interesting dynamics that differ between her with the guys and her with the girls.
Possibility. The ingredients are not found here.
She's like very teasy with the guys, but with the girls she's very nice and like trying to be their friend and
Cook the
cutesy.
food of Bridget in the dining hall. I'm sorry. I just got to thinking about how hard it must be to live somewhere so far away from home and... No, it can't be impossible. I'll fix you a real meal of Bridget. I'll just find a recipe and similar ingredients.
But your cooking
Oh,
is...
whoops. Double click there.
What is the word?
Horrendous! Oops!
That is what
Horrendous cooking.
Anyway.
Horrendous? Nobody's cooking can be that bad.
Your thinking is enough for me. You have my biggest gratitude.
Fine, I'll do something instead of cooking for you. I just want to be sure that you feel at home here. How about a massage? That may help you.
Massage?
I have
Ooh.
no problems. My body is already able to relax.
Oh? Then perhaps I could sing you lullabies to help you sleep.
I'm not having sleeping trouble.
Why is she so pushy? Just leave her alone.
I like helping my friends. Well then, I must be going, but remember my offer.
Alright. Peace.
Dorothea is filling my heart full.
And our last support. This one should be interesting. Edelgard's supports have been great overall.
Oh, you're scowling again. You're going to get wrinkles all over that cute face of yours if you don't
So
smile
she's teasing
more.
her like she's been teasing the guys.
Hello, Dorothea. I was just lost in thought. There are so many things to be done.
Lost in
Think
thoughts
about
all
these like
alone?
ache sometimes. So many nobles of the Empire are utterly useless. When I am Emperor, I intend to appoint only those who can actually be useful. It doesn't matter if they're of noble or common birth.
Nice. Okay, I see a little bit of the equality here.
Can you really do that? I mean, not that I don't agree. I'd make all those nobles vanish if I could.
It's not a question of can or cannot. All that matters is doing it and doing it right. The nobility system has only been around for 1,200 years. The concept didn't exist before that.
Interesting.
Only
1,200.
You always say such.
So she's trying to eradicate nobility and just make everyone equal based on merit. That sounds pretty good.
For you. It's like you're a character from an opera.
A character from an opera? If an opera is made about my life someday, I wonder how...
I think I'd make an opera about your
The
life.
revolutionary who guided the Empire to a new dawn, or the foolish ruler who took her revolution too far?
Oh, a revolution?
Violent. But either way, it would make an incredible
I guess she's
opera.
talking about her status
Do you figure
revolution.
It would be a grand action piece full of combat and strife? Or would you prefer a somber political drama? Hail the mighty Edelgard, though red blood stains her story.
I don't know if I'm a fan of the singing here.
She will lead us all to glory, to a brighter dawn.
Yeah, we're gonna skip that.
That's quite enough, Dorothea. I'm starting to feel more than a little embarrassed.
Yeah, it's kind of cringy too, not gonna lie.
Lovely as your voice is, let's just hope that any operatic productions about me are still a ways off.
Alright, so now we're done all the sports. I am going to end that episode here. I'm sorry this one didn't have much action, and I was just kind of going through the motions here. In the next part, we'll do all the action stuff for the monastery, so I will see you guys in episode 15. 15, wow. Anyways, peace.